Suresh sir, has everyone joined?
Yeah. There was some technical issues.
Right.
Okay. Good morning to all.
Good
Hope I am
morning.
audible.
Good morning, Suresh
Am I audible?
Babuji. Good morning, everyone.
I think most of us are meeting here for
Yeah.
the first time.
Right.
So let me introduce myself. I'm Suresh Babu. I am the Administrative Officer and Chief Coordinator of SIEMAT-School. As you know, today is a very special day for SIEMAT Kerala, and especially School Leadership Academy Kerala. Malayalam version of the PSML module prepared by the Academy is getting uploaded on NCSL website. I understand that for the last few months, NCSL has been uploading vernacular versions of PSLM module. And now today is our turn, Malayalam. Happy for that. I'm quite sure that educational functionaries of Kerala, especially school heads, they will join the program to enrich their knowledge base and skill sets. Professor S.P. Divan from NCSL, she is here to explain, elaborate more about PSLM. So I'm not going to take much of your valuable time. I'm getting into my duty. Today we have with us several eminent personalities. As told earlier, Professor S.P. Divan, who is the head of NCSL, she is here. Dr. Sunita Chut and Dr. Charu Malik, both from NCSL, they have joined the meeting, I think. And several other friends and academics from NCSL and NIPA, they will also join the meeting, I am told. And from our side, from SIEMAT Kerala side, we have our director, Sri Abhiraj sir. He is our new director. He is here and he will inaugurate the event within a few minutes. And Dr. Jayaprakash, he is supposed to be the guest of honor for today. He will join us soon. It is assured that he will join us very soon. And some of the SLAC SRG members and the members of the academic micro team which prepared the module, they will also join us. And most of my colleagues at SIEMAT Kerala, they have joined. Some are away for a different training program conducted in a different venue, but almost all of them will join very soon. So with immense pleasure, I welcome each one of you to this simple but beautiful function. And now I think we shall invite our director, Abhiraj sir, to inaugurate this particular function. So over to you, Abhiraj sir.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to one and all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You are
sir.
very much audible.
A little.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. This is an auspicious occasion for SIEMAT Kerala. As we all know, this program on school leadership and management is a prestigious program of our country, which may sometimes I hope will change the whole perspective and vision of the school heads in our country if they properly make use of it. The morning, SIEMAT Kerala has started a training program for the lower primary level school heads. On that occasion, I told them that all the school heads should have a vision on which they have work on, and they should take it as a mission and not as a joke. So I hope, I think this course, this program on school leadership and management is also based on such a perspective that that develop all the school heads in that way. When I went through the curriculum of the program, I came to know that there are 7 key areas which have been converted into 7 courses that cover all the major roles and responsibilities of school heads. The program begins by giving a perspective on school leadership, followed by developing self-transforming teaching learning process, building and leading teams, leading innovations, leading partnerships, and leading school administration. So all these are the basic components of leadership. So from a mere head of an institution, we are trying to develop these school heads to the leaders of the society. So they are not mere managers and administrators. As we know, the management is an art of bringing things done by and through people. But a good manager is one who does things in a right way. But the leader is a person who does the right things. So we together trying to develop people, develop the school heads as the good leaders who always do right things. So the entire program is targeted across 3 levels: the basic, intermediate, and advanced. So now we are starting only the basic program. NCSL would soon make available intermediate and advanced online programs on its portal, I hope. Each level of online program is divided into 4 quadrants comprising of e-content, self-learning materials, etc. So I am also heading State Institute of Education Technology, which is working in par with Central Institute of Education Technology, which is also in NEPA campus. I also visited NEPA when I used to come to CIET for our joint meetings and festivals. So, but I didn't enter into the building, even though Dr. Verghese is our close associate. He used to come to Kerala for the meetings and consultations frequently, and he is a leading force and an inspiring man for both for SIEMAT Kerala and for SIET. So it is believed that each level of our course would enable school heads to acquire that necessary and required knowledge, skill, and attitudes for leading and transforming schools. So this course is free and now available in different vernacular terms. So when I went through that course material, the only handicap or only thing that we should transform it into a level which deals with more case studies. So that modification, if we can do that modification, this course will be a state-of-the-art one. So that is not a major lacuna that I am pointing out. It is something minor, but other things are very comprehensive, very good. And if we could add more cases, that will be more effective, I think. And nowadays, the pedagogical and learning process is altered in such a way. The School Leadership Academy Kerala undertook the task of translating the course of this PSLM program, currently available in 8 languages. One is, of course, we are proud that Malayalam is selected as one among that. The 10-member academic micro team comprising of State Leadership Academy Kerala, State Resource Group members was formed to develop the modules in our tongue Malayalam. The courses prepared by the micro team were then reviewed and finalized through a series of online meetings and workshops. Subsequently, the course prepared were converted to Unicode format with the assistant of SIEMAT Kerala technical wing, and was sent to NCSL way back in September 2021 for uploading it on the NCSL portal. In this occasion, let me thank all the people who have participated in translating this course material into Malayalam, and those who have vetted it, those who have made the corrections, and all the School Leadership Academy Kerala team, SIEMAT Kerala team, and of course the experts supported us from NIPA and SESL part. And let me express my sincere gratitude to all the experts and fellow men who have supported us to make this the effort a successful one. And with your permission, I declare this online meeting inaugurated. Thank you very much, and I expect the support, the wholehearted support that we are getting from NIPA side for quite a long time. Even though I was not here in this chair, but I was with the SIEMAT, because I was also, as the director of SIT, a governing body member of SIEMAT, and so used to get opportunity to be the part of it and be the part of the administration and academic activities of SIEMAT. So I hope we can work together, and we can start more courses, and we can bring all the all the school heads in the state and in the country for this course, and let's develop them as the true leaders who can develop not only their schools but the whole society in a democratic, secular, and we can establish a participatory mechanism for establishing such a thing. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for helping us, and my best wishes for the course. Thank you.
Abraj sir, thank you so much. Now I think I'll turn to Professor Rasmi Diban for addressing the meeting. Over to you,
Thank
madam.
you. Thank you, Sri Suresh Babuji. And I think it's our privilege to be a part of this mega launch event of online program on school leadership and management in Malayalam. So the center, the National Center for School Leadership, is pleased to join the School Leadership Academy of Kerala, the SIEMAT Kerala, in extending a very hearty greetings to Dr. Jayaprakash RK, Director SCERT. Thank you, sir, for accepting the invite, gracing this special occasion as guest of honor, and making this event more insightful. Sir, we are very highly indebted to Director SIEMAT Kerala, Sri Amburajji, who has been very, very generous and who, extended a very warm welcome to us, and also would also, place on record Sri Suresh Babuji and Sri Anand, Sri Nitin P, and the entire team of SIEMAT Kerala, who have walked with us right since the establishment of School Leadership Academy and implementation of school leadership development in the state of Kerala. We thank one and all from SIEMAT Kerala, and also we thank Director SCERT Kerala, Dr. Jayaprakash ji. We are also highly grateful to all the translators and contributors to the 7 key areas in the online program of school leadership management. Would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all the invitees of this launch event of the online program in Malayalam. And we also expect that they all together, as Mr. Amburajji was mentioning that we need to all, go a long way and converging our strengths together to, tread the pathways of our role and responsibilities, but also leading to effective school leadership pathways. So we hope that we all would work together and take this as a challenge and move ahead. And of course, cannot afford, not forgetting my own team from the National Center for School Leadership, Dr. Charu and Dr. Tanushri, who have been working closely with you all, and you are more closer, with them than me. But yes, I have always been a part of this entire movement, leadership movement, all these years. So, friends, I think it's a great occasion today, and we wish to work together. So, as the assignment given to me that I should be introducing the online program on school leadership and management, let me also give a gestalt view of what exactly this center is doing. So here, I will start with a presentation, which is this presentation visible to all?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, great. At NCSL, we are a very small dedicated team, and this is the team. We work as a family here, but thank you very much for becoming our extended team, SIEMAT Kerala, as SLA, and also Director SCRT. Friends, you will see here, since Mr. Amburaj is, I think he's just recently joined, but I would also like to share here that Professor Sunita Chugh, the first, photograph of hers, we both visited SIEMAT Kerala at the time when even this, institute was not established as SLA. So we began our journey, in fact, in Kerala from SIEMAT Kerala only. So we together had visited SIEMAT, and sir, we were sitting in your room, and there were many other partners from Kerala who attended a 2-day meeting with us. So this is how the journey of school leadership development started in Kerala. So we have Dr. Charu here on the fourth, towards right. So she and Dr. Tanushri, who is in the second row in the center, both have been very, very closely working with you all, and you know them very well. Dr. Sunita Chugh, I'm sorry she couldn't join us today because of her some other engagement. So I really would request Dr. Charu to take this forward. And then let me move forward. So we all know that the national policies on education and all the discourses all these years, they all have placed, quality education for all on paramount, importance. And we all have been working tirelessly to make our schools a quality school. And despite that all challenges we have faced, still today I can say that schools have reached a certain point. At least there is an awareness, alertness that the schools have to change. Schools must attract. schools must improve. So right from 1952, Secondary Education Commission, or 1986 policy, 1992 program of action, or Education Commission, 1964-66, then RTE Act 2009, and then NEP 2020, even CABE Committee of 2005, they have all placed quality education as the prime agenda for the schools to achieve. So National Education Policy 2020 goes one step ahead when it says that the role of school head is central in providing equitable and quality education for all. So school leadership development is something which is recognized as the center stage from where all the transformation of schools would happen, and this is it is seen as one of the major agenda for a school leader to take very pertinent issues seriously that really hamper any kind of factor that impedes quality education. So school leadership development is taken at the central stage, wherein most of the issues would get addressed for school improvement, and also to ensure that every child in this country learns and every school excels. So every school, we are envisioning that the school would improve. So all our efforts, the National Center, the School Leadership Academies, we all have centered all our activities around improving quality of schools in this country. So the NCSL, I must say that the National Center for School Leadership got established at NEPA in 2012. So in these 10 years, we have started the journey with a motto that every child learns and every school excels. We in the beginning also came up with a vision. Are these slides moving, friends? Can you see slides moving?
Ma'am, I think you need to just press F5 if possible.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it visible now?
Ma'am, I think if you can just stop sharing and again share it so that it moves. It's static for now.
Okay.
Again, if you could share.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible. It's visible,
And
ma'am.
it's moving?
Yes, it's moving. Yes, it's moving.
Okay, fine. So the National Center for School Leadership set its vision in 2012 to develop new generation leaders to transform schools so that every child learns and every school excels. So as rightly pointed out by Mr. Amburaj, that we have to go in a mission mode. So in order to translate that vision in mind to develop new generation leaders, we started with a mission to enhance leadership capabilities at school level for institution building to deliver quality education. So the National Center chose 4 core areas to work on. The first is curriculum and material development. So here, for the first time in India, the National Center came up with the curriculum on school leadership development, and also lot of material got generated on school leadership development on how to go about that, and that material is available on our website as well. So in the entire country, this curriculum framework on school leadership development was accepted, recognized, and also implemented in all the programs for school leadership development. And this is how our journey started. Then then the second core function which we chose for ourselves was capacity building. So we offer a variety of programs, both online and face-to-face. I'll come to that later. Then the third core function we work on is networking and institution building. So this is here where we started with networking with state governments, and then we came up with the idea of getting school leadership academies established in every state and union territory of India. And then the National Center chose to work for institution building of the SLAs established in the states. Then we also work in a very important area, that's research and development. And the leadership development is at the center stage we work on, and continuously we improve. We try to strive hard to work through all these 4 key core areas, but cutting across the school leadership development, which is seen as a continued engagement for all who get enrolled with our programs. It was, in a span of these 10 years, that NCSL has been constantly working in a particular, framework where transformation is at the center stage. Are the slides moving?
Yes, they are moving, ma'am. They're moving.
Okay, and now just let me know if this is moving again. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, this is visible. So the National Center for School Leadership started working, keeping in view the transformation of every school in this country across all the states, all districts, every corner of this country. Keeping this as a center stage, the center has 3 important pillars based on which it starts working towards transforming schools and school system. So we believe strongly that we are the 3 pillars based on which we built the entire transformative journey for every school. The first is the school leadership development, which is a continuous engagement with those who enroll in the schools, and it also has arrangement for continuous review and reflection exercises. So friends, the journey doesn't end with a short-term program, but it is a continued engagement with everyone who are a part of this school leadership development programs. We also recognize that national education policies, all the recommendation needs to be translated in real school practices, and this is what we constantly work on. We also recognize that all schools are diverse when it comes to its functioning, in terms of size, location, in terms of number of teachers, resources available. So the contexts in which schools function differ. So we recognize that as well. While teaching in a classroom situation or even in our online programs. So, but all the work that we do here is, strongly built on the research and development which we do through SLAs. And you all know about this, the work, the kind of research that we do. It's not only empirical field-based research, but it's also global research that is done somewhere else, but we try to adapt the best possible success stories in Indian schools as well. And we also strongly believe that we know that schools, the realities of the schools, the local context of the schools, and also at the same time how to translate the policies into real school practices. We also know what are our strengths and how to build on the strengths in order to derive opportunities from the outside world. We also know what exactly needs to be done. So that's why the center, stands on 3 pillars: to know, to be, and to do. But we also recognize that the center, with handful of our team, the family, it's difficult for us to manage the entire school system in the country. So we strongly believe that until we have partnerships with the state governments, we will not be able to go further. And therefore, our journey started with synergy that we developed with the state departments of education. And this is how in Kerala also we started with lot of briefing sessions, lot of brainstorming sessions, lot of orientations. That kind of synergy was developed, and therefore the SLAs in most of the states today, we have 29 SLAs in the country. So this is how the synergistic relationships with the states, with SLAs, that we could move further. So the National Center for School Leadership works at the national level and is guided by the National Advisory Group. We have National Resource Group, because whatever material we develop, we take it to National Resource Group and get it vet. So we have the experts all over the country who are part of this exercise, and then we get it vetted by the National Resource Group here. Then we are also guided by senior faculty of NIPA. And at the state level, the center works in close tandem with the states, with state resource groups, because friends, in every state we have a very formal state resource group constituted with the consultations at that time with the state governments, and then where school leadership academies are also now established as institutions of great importance. So this is how we work at the state level and at the national level. As rightly pointed out by Mr. Amburaj, that the national, our curriculum on school leadership development, though conceptualized at the national level, friends, I would like to share with you that it is very much local. It is very much translated. It is contextualized and also enriched. We do not go only by one framework that we follow, but we keep on adding based on the demands from the states. So though it is conceptualized at the national level, but very much rooted in local realities. Because as Sir was saying, that it will be good that if we have case studies along with this curriculum framework, you will also find, I would like to share here, that we have, based on these 7 key areas, I will not go into these details, but you already know that we have 7 key areas. Earlier, in the original document, if you see, there were only 6 key areas. But when we got a great demand from the state saying that there has to be one area on school administration, so we added the 7th key area also. So this key area, all these this framework, you will see that it starts from developing self to the entire transformation of the schools, and which starts from self, developing self, transforming self, to teaching learning process, transforming teaching learning process, building teams, leading innovations, leading partnerships, and then building on the perspectives of school leadership, cutting across all those 7 key areas. So this is how this was conceptualized. And at the same time, the material which got generated in different languages, we have the handbooks for state resource groups. At that time we generated, and which were also enriched with a lot of local case studies. Because the story doesn't end here. In fact, if we I just wanted to know from Charu. Charu, if you are aware, do we have a handbook, translated in Malayalam? Charu, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think, I am not sure whether we have this a handbook in Malayalam, but if you take a look at the English version of that handbook, you will see that there are
Yes.
we have, in English we have the national case studies, but when it gets translated and enriched, then it becomes more contextualized version in that in a particular language, where all the case studies are replaced by the local case studies. So this is how we do it. And same is happening with our online program as well. In Malayalam also, your translators and contributors, they have tried to replace the case studies in very much local context. So coming back to the kind of programs that we do at NCSL, we have face-to-face programs and we have online programs. Different durations. The face-to-face, we started with 16-day module, which had 10-day face-to-face, very rigorous one, and the same curriculum was transacted in those 10 days. And from where the participants would take one transformative agenda, which was closer to their school context, and would try to implement that agenda in their schools, and then would come back again with a 2-day review workshop at the district level. We were having this face-to-face program earlier at NIPA, but then slowly, as the national, the school leadership academies got established, we then helped and guided the national, the state leadership academies to take on this 16-day program, where 10 days is the rigorous ones, 2 days is to study and examine the transformative agenda, how it went, what struggles the school had faced in translating that agenda in their own school situations, what were the success stories. So we had 3 times workshops at the district level, where a lot of success stories were also shared, And for every program that we had at NIPA, we also formed Google groups where a lot of, success stories were exchanged among the participants. So this is how our face-to-face program works. Then, and it cuts across the entire year. So 10-day plus 2. That means 3 workshops at the intervals of 6 weeks. So that was how the program was designed. Then we had online program on school leadership development in English and Hindi originally. English originally, but then later, because of the demand, we translated it in Hindi as well. So today we have all these programs, this online program, very well accepted across the country, and we have today this online program translated in different languages. So we also have 1 month certificate course in school leadership and management, which is more residential in nature, and we had designed it as an induction program for newly appointed school heads. But then it was later taken up as an in-service training program as well. So this is so today we have 1 month certificate course with our school leadership academies in all the states of this country. And then we also had a 1-year postgraduate diploma in school leadership and management. This was particularly designed for prospective and aspiring school heads. But this program was opened only for Delhi school principals, including private school principals, and also then later on demand was also catered at the NCR as well. But then with handful of our team, it was difficult to manage this program because we were utilizing evenings and our weekends as well as vacation time. So it was little difficult to manage. So we stopped after these 2 batches that we had face-to-face 1-year postgraduate diploma. But friends, you will be very, very pleased to know that from this year onwards, we are developing content of 1-year online postgraduate diploma for our prospective aspiring school heads, and also would cater to government school principals, to aided school principals, and even to private school principals. But this program we will be holding with collaboration, with different universities of this country. So we are still preparing the course. Outline is prepared, but course content has to be made. Otherwise, the entire structure of the course has already been shared with the ministry, and also with many experts from universities, from schools, from different management schools. So this year onwards, maybe from next year, we will start this program as online program. We also have short modular programs for system administrators. Friends, let me also tell you that we started with this journey on school leadership development, focusing on school heads. But gradually, we are going to expand the programs to our other target groups as well, all the administrators at the district, block, and diets, and also at the cluster levels. So this year, again, hopefully, we are also planning to have another, online program for system administrators. So maybe by next year, this will take a proper shape, and we may come up with this program. And that means a lot of, expectations from SIEMAT, Kerala, as well as from many other SLAs across the country.
Ma'am, if you could just slide up the presentation.
how will be that? I don't know. How will that
Yes,
be
yes,
done?
it's moving. It's moving.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes.
No,
Yes.
when I put it in slideshow, then it doesn't work, it seems.
Right, right.
Okay, fine. So coming to this online program, friends, we have envisioned this program in 3 levels. So the program is particularly designed for school heads. The basic level program we launched in 2017 with English and Hindi versions. The courses, the number of courses are 8, and it has 30 hours duration, 10 weeks. It takes 10 weeks to complete the program, and it is mainly a self-instructional package, very friendly. So this year, we have now we are now launching the intermediate level program, which will be launched soon, maybe next 2-3 months. So, but the advanced program will take some more time, maybe up to 2 years or 3 years. So this is how we have envisioned the program, the online program. Now, this online program is a basic level program which is supported by Moodle platform. It has all the 4 quadrants that Moodle platform talks about. So quadrant 1 is focused on the e-content in the form of reading material and modules. Quadrant 2 is more focused on, it comprises of reference material, reading material with active links, videos, YouTube presentations. And quadrant 3 would comprise of self-learning materials with practice exercises and activities. And quadrant 4 is confined to the assessment part, where we will have multiple choice questions, assignments, practice exercises, discussion forums, and portfolios. Let me also share with you, friends, that this online program in school leadership and management, which is the basic level program, is available in a web link at pslm.nipa.ac.in. And earlier we could observe that the participation was slightly less. But last 3-4 months after this program is now translated in different languages, the number of registrations have gone real high. Today we have almost more than 1 lakh principals registered in this online basic program. And also we have found that more than 17,000 school heads are now, they have completed the program and they are certified school leaders in the country. This National Center for School Leadership program, we call it, is also contextualized and translated in different languages. So today, thank you. I must thank SIEMAT Kerala for taking the lead. And now, in addition to Malayalam, we also have this online basic program translated in Tamil, Mizo, Marathi, Assamese, Bengali, Kannada, Bodo, and Telugu. So the courses are also being uploaded, and you will see that we have been able to upload this PSLM program in our own portal in Marathi, Kannada, Assamese, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 languages. So hopefully within next few months you will see that Malayalam is also uploaded on the same portal, pslm.nipa.ac.in. In fact, pandemic has opened doors for online, platform, but NCSL realized it much before the need for online program, and therefore we started with online basic program. Of course, we have seen that there has been a paradigm shift in the past few, maybe 2 years since the pandemic, lockdown happened. But it has one thing is one. I would say there is a shift. We say that it has refuted all the conventional management models, and therefore today the time is such that it calls for newer preparation, and that is why NCSL is launching online intermediate program in school leadership and management, as rightly pointed out by Mr. Amburaj. So the program is in its final stages. We have been able to upload 4 courses, but soon you will see that this program is also being launched. So this is how we have managed the journey. And today, friends, let me congratulate each one in the SIEMAT Kerala for this launch to happen today on online program in school leadership and management. So registrations would be made open with your, support, and with your leading the entire, movement. So I really congratulate each one of you to take this initiative, who have taken this initiative and contributed to the translation, contextualization of this program. So here, if Director SIEMAT allows, we can invite launch of this program officially by clicking on this, in this portion, to launch the program. With your permission, sir, shall we?
Please do, please.
So the program, can you see this page, which is more, contextualized in Malayalam? Is this page visible? This is going to be the opening page on program announcement.
It's visible.
Good. Thank you. And with your permission, sir, shall we launch the program in Malayalam?
Please, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank
Please
you. Thank you. And congratulations. Here it is done. I have clicked on it on your behalf.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. It's my privilege.
Thank you. So this is what we are going to do. This is how it will look like.
I can see the opening page only, but it looks nice.
Yeah. So as for more details, we will launch. Today is the launch, but yes, we will be uploading it soon with your, all your contributions, not ours, sir. We will not take the credit, but it's because of you that, and of course, the translators and other contributors, the experts who have been able to work on it in greater details. And we wish and congratulate you all the very best for
Thank
your
you.
future journey.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you.
It was
And just brief, prerequisite for this program, I would like to introduce that the program expects all the participants of this who join and who get registered to this program to have basic skills in using computers, internet, and then all the exercises, reflections, questions, assignments will have to be completed. And friends, it does not call for too much time. It will be, a participant is expected only to spend a minimum of 3 hours a week on learning. And then the program would get complete, in a span of 3 to 4 months. So it will not be too much tiring for the principals to get the qualified, to get that qualified, certificate. So certificate is also generated online. So, and if I look at the English version, when this was launched in 2017, it doesn't give a very positive picture when it comes to Kerala, because only 110 registrations happened and 7 participants completed the program. But once today, with this launch, I'm hoping that next few months, all the school heads would get registered, right from elementary to secondary and senior secondary schools. They will get enrolled, and in next 4 to 5 to 6 weeks, hopefully all the school heads of Kerala would get would be a, would become the certified leaders in this country. With this, I really envision that all the participants are registered in this program, because now the major onus lies with School Leadership Academy for completion, to ensure that the online program in Malayalam is participated by all the school heads of Kerala. So, of course, as rightly, envisioned by Director, SIEMAT, that yes, we see our school leadership academies as very promising, committed organizations, and we all together move, and especially SIEMAT Kerala, move towards new processes more oriented to action. And let me also share with you, friends, that we are aiming, by taking basic and intermediate together, as recommended in NEP 2020, to put in 50 hours of continuous professional development program for a school head. So if these two programs are taken together, it will suffice to that requirement as well, of 50 hours of continuous professional development. So our journey together is just taken off with full energy, enthusiasm, to build a synergy to ensure that every school excels and every child succeeds. Thank you very much. And we hope that we take this journey forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam.
These words, I would wish all the very best, all success in all our future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you once again. It was an excellent presentation and speech. We comprehend several things about NCSL and your future plans. We shall also try to encourage and prompt our school heads to join the program. Certainly, we will do that. I think Dr. Tanushree, she's here. Dr. Tanushree is here. I forgot to mention her name earlier. So, special welcome to Dr. Tanushree. One more thing, Dr. Anand.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
And sir, I would like to share here that Dr. Tanushree has been elevated to senior consultant now. Today only she's joined as senior consultant.
Congrats.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And Dr. Anand, he is our nodal officer for FLAG. He is away for a training program. He's coordinating a training program at a different venue. That's why he's not here. And I think Dr. Jayaprakash, he hasn't joined it. So I would like to invite Dr. Charu Malik to have presentation on our joint journey. Over to
Yes, yes, Suresh sir. Thank you so much for organizing this event in a collaboration with National Center for School Leadership, NEPA. And I, on behalf of my head, Professor Rashmi Diwan, welcome all the dignitaries and participants to this event. And it has been a fantastic journey for School Leadership Academy Kerala, SIEMAT Kerala, over the last few years, right from the inception when it was established to how it has progressed over the years on all different parameters of the School Leadership Academy plan and guidelines that we have been discussing each year. So this has been a very fruitful and productive journey of NCSL with the School Leadership Academy, SIEMAT Kerala, and as rightly pointed out by Professor Rashmi ma'am, Professor Rashmi Diwan and Professor Sunita Chugh had visited Kerala, after which only the SLA was established. So leadership academies have this mandate of collaborating with the National Center for School Leadership as an extended arm of the center, of the National Center, and creating a robust academic culture in the state, which is supportive of the leadership capacities of school heads and teachers and all the system level functionaries, working with the single vision of developing each school, bringing quality education to the system, and also in the process building the leadership capacities of school principals, teachers, and system level functionaries who are operating at the block and the district level. This has already been put forward very comprehensively by Professor Rashmi ma'am. So in this vision of the School Leadership Academy, the SLA has had many achievements so far, and I join my head and others in the SLA SIEMAT team to congratulate you once again for the launch of this online program on school leadership and management. And let me also share with you that SLA SIEMAT Kerala had been working on this project for last 2 years in a very focused manner, and bringing every stakeholder together on the table, discussing with all the prominent translators and editors at SIEMAT Kerala, and of course being in touch with us. And one very important aspect of the online program that has been launched in Malayalam is the fact that SLA SIEMAT has actually contextualized this program. So in the entire program, which covers 8 courses, one would find certain subunits that have been contributed by the SIEMAT Kerala in the context of the Kerala education system. So it is not a literal translation of the English program, but it is, as Professor Rashmi ma'am always points out, it is the translation as well as the contextualization of the program. So one would find certain subunits that have been contributed specifically by SIEMAT Kerala in addition to what our course is. So this has been a real true collaboration between NCSL and SLA Kerala. In addition to the online program, since our director SIEMAT is also here in the meeting, I would like to bring to your notice that the entire SLA core group has been working on developing content, practitioner-centric modules, video documentaries of best practices in the leadership sector of certain government schools, and conducting webinars on school leadership development, and of course having a specific YouTube channel for the School Leadership Academy. So this is in addition to the online program that they have been engaged in, and certainly for sure we will be moving ahead into this current financial year with a new plan to create more content, which is video-based, text-based webinars, and continuous professional development opportunities for school leaders and teachers in the government schools of Kerala. So all this will be inclusive of the School Leadership Academy plan and guidelines for the current year. So we'll be working towards this along with the entire core group, and of course in the guidance of NCSL. So this would be the future plan. And certainly by this year end, we would have a lot more rich content coming in from SLA CMAT Kerala, in addition to a more number of registrations and completions on the online program on SLM in Malayalam. So I would also like to share one more thing through this platform, that I would request the team to also ensure that school principals who register for this program also complete the program, because the completion rate has to be equivalent to the registration rate. Otherwise, once if they have completed the basic program, only then a school principal can register for the intermediate level. So intermediate level would also be only available if the school principal has the basic course certificate. So that one has to keep in mind, that registrations have to improve, and simultaneously the completion rates have to also be with the same speed as the registration. Then it would be a really successful program. So with these words, I would like to pause and ask Suresh sir to please carry forward the proceedings.
Thank you so much, madam. I think Dr. Jayaprakash hasn't joined it. So I would request Mr. Nitin to propose vote of thanks. Before that, I would request Charu madam kindly release our funds for the year. We have received funds for the current year, so kindly release it at the earliest. Another thing is that
Within 1 week or 10 days, I think we'll discuss with our head, Professor Rashmi ma'am, and then we will go ahead with this. But it will not take more than 10 to 15 days.
Thank you, madam. One more thing I would like to add. If you can open up this particular PSLM program for young teachers also, there will be more registrations. Because in Kerala, usually headmasters, they will become school heads only at a very later stage on their retirement day, year or so. So if you can open up this particular course, particularly this basic course for young
So
teachers
I think
also.
we will suggest that if you go ahead with school heads right now, and then maybe we'll see, we'll again take a stock of the situation after 3 to 4 months and see what can be done. But right now, I think we must focus on the school principals and school heads.
Most of our headmasters, they will be on the verge of their retirement, so they may not be that keen to doing the course. That's why. Now I would like to invite Mr. Nitin to propose vote of thanks. Over to Nitin.
And the senior teacher is also participating in doing the activities for schools, and that's why I think it may be at least open to the senior most teacher in the school, because that teacher also acts as the head of the institution, not only in the absence of the head, but in the presence even that senior teacher is, and there is a post that senior assistant. And senior assistant means senior assistant to the headmaster. So I think.
Ma'am, your mic is off. Ma'am, your mic is off. So.
No, I said, yeah, I think it's a very relevant point here, that senior teachers and assistant teachers both can be a part of this program. It's okay. Because after all, they, our purpose is to develop new generation leaders, and the program is also designed and tailored as per the needs of the target group, and we aim at preparing leadership capabilities and leadership skills. So it could be any, but yes, to begin with the school heads. But yes, current school heads, and also that includes senior teachers as well as assistant teachers, right? So we can always make them also a part of this program. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
That will be a great motivation for them also.
Nitin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This was a great event, the launch of program in school leadership management.